Good morning students, this is Vinay sir, your mathematics teacher. Once again I welcome you all to the online class organized by Alchemy School. Students, in the previous class we all have discussed about the word problems from the exercise 2.2. We have taken the question number 1, question number 2 and question number 3. Question number 4 and question number 5 I told you to solve by yourself. I hope you all have cleared and you all have understood these questions. Today we all are going to take some more questions from exercise 2.2. Okay, so without getting late, let's start the exercise 2.2. Okay, so now students, the next question that we all are going to take here from exercise 2.2 is question number 4. Let's try to understand the question number 4. Sum of two number is 95. If one exceeds the other by 15, find the numbers. We have two numbers. The numbers are not given here, but we have two numbers, and when we add these two numbers, we get the result 95. Okay. If one exceeds the other by 15, one number exceed by the other, one number exceed the other by 15. Okay. So if one number is x, the other number will be x plus 15. Okay, so let's see what is the solution. Let the one number will be x, so the other number will be x plus 15. These are two numbers, and when we add these two numbers, we get this result 95. Okay, so it is given here, sum of two numbers is equal to 95. Sum of two number means we have to add these two numbers. Okay, so we can write here x plus 15 is equal to 95. Okay, so when we open the bracket, it will be x plus x is equal to 15 is equal to 95. X and x will be added, and we have here 2x plus 15 is equal to 95. This 15 will be taken to the other side, and we get here 2x is equal to 95 because it is here in addition. So when it goes to other side, it will be subtracted, minus 15, and finally we get here the result 2x is equal to 80. Okay, because 2 is in multiplication with x, when this 2 goes to the other side, it changes into division. So we'll find here x is equal to 80 upon 2, and finally we get the result here x is equal to 40. Okay, so we got one number here. When we have one number as 40, when x is equal to 40, as we have taken the one number as x, so we got the first number here. What is the other number? So the other number was x plus 15. So x plus 15 is equal to 40 plus 15, because the value of x is 40, and finally we get the result here 55. Okay, so we got the two numbers here, and so we can write our answer here. So the two numbers are 40 and 55. You can check your answer by adding these two numbers. When you add these two numbers, you get the result 95 as it is given in the question. Okay, so we have done the first question, question number. So we have done the question number 4. Let's see the question number 5. Okay, according to question number 5, two numbers are in the ratio of 5:3. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? Okay, so without any discussion, let's see what is the solution of this question. So let the numbers are, because they are given in the ratio 5x and 3x, we have these two numbers. Okay, we have given it is given in the question two numbers are in the ratio of 5:3. It means the numbers will be the multiple of 5 and the multiple of 3. So we have taken the numbers as 5x and 3x here. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? Okay, so we have to find the difference between these two numbers. Okay, so let's find it out. 5x minus 3x is equal to 18. So when we subtract this 3x from 5x, we get here 2x as 18 is equal to 18, and this x is equal to 18 upon 2. When we divide this 18 by 2, 2 nines are 18, and we get here 0, 0. So our answer will be 9. So the value of x is 9. Okay, now the first number is 5x. Okay, and we got the value of x is 9. So we can write here 5 into x is equal to 5 into 9 is equal to 45. What is about the other number? The second number is 3x. So is equal to 3 into 9 is equal to 27. When you subtract this 27 from 45, definitely you will get here result 18 that is given in the question. So this is the way you can check your answer. So now the next question that we all are going to take is question number 6. Let's see what is given in the question number 6. Okay, 3 consecutive integers added to 51. What are these integers? Okay, so first of all, we have 3 integers and we have 3 consecutive integers. When we add these 3 consecutive integers, we get the result 51. Okay, so first of all, we have to find what are the integers. Okay, so first integer is x. Okay, when we add 1 to x, we get the next consecutive integer, and when we add 2 to x, we get another consecutive integer. Okay, so now we have 3 consecutive integer as x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. These are the consecutive integers. Okay, when we add these 3 consecutive integers, we get the result 51. Okay, so let's add them. X plus 1 plus x plus 2, and the result we are getting here 51. So when we open the bracket, we get here x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. So here we have 1x, 2x, 3x. These 3x will be added and we get here 3x. Okay, we have two numbers here, 1 and 2. When we add these two numbers, we get the result 3. Okay, so we have the result here 3x plus 3 is equal to 51. As we can see here, this 3 is in addition. So when we take this 3 to the other side of equal to, this will be subtracted from 51. So 3x is equal to 51 minus 3. So we have 3x is equal to 48. Okay, so when we have 3x is equal to 48, what will be the value of x? So x is equal to 48 upon 3, and when we sub 48 by 3, we get here 48 divided by 3. 3 ones are 3, 1, 3 6 are 18. So we are getting result 16. So when we are dividing it, when we divide this 48 by 3, we get the result here 16. So finally we got the value of x here as 16. Okay, Now it is remaining to find the other consecutive number. Okay, so first number we took as x, second number was x plus 1, so 16 plus 1 is equal to 17, and the next number was x plus 2, so we can add 16 plus 2 as 18. So now we have three consecutive number, 16, 17 and 18. When we add these three number, we get the result 51. So we can write our conclusion here, we can write the statement here. The three consecutive number are, or integers you can write, are 16, 17 and 18. That's it. Now the next question that we are going to take here is question number 7. Let's see what is given in question number 7. The sum of three consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. Already we have discussed about this consecutive. Now we have three multiples, but the multiples are consecutive, means we have one by one three multiples of 8, and these multiples, when we add these multiples, the result should be 888. Okay, so let's find out how we can find the multiples. Okay, so we can understand it by taking some example. Okay, suppose that we have a number 5 and we know that this 5 is a multiple of 5. Okay, this 5 is known as the multiple of 5 also. So when we add 5 to this 5, we get the next multiple after 5. Okay, when we add 5 to 10, we get the next multiple after 10, that is 15. And when we add 5 to this 15, we get next multiple after next multiple, that is 20 after 15. Okay, we are finding the multiple of 8. Okay, so let's see the first multiple we can take here. Let the first multiple of 8 is x. Okay, so when we add 8 to x, we get the next multiple of 8. Okay, so second multiple eight is x plus 8. Okay, and the third multiple will be x plus 8. This is the second multiple, and when we add 8 to the second multiple, we get the third multiple. So we have three multiple. This is the first multiple, this is the second multiple, and this is the third multiple of 8. When we add these three multiple, we get the result 888, that is given here. So let's see, we add these multiples. So x plus 8 plus x plus 8 plus 8 is equal to 888. Okay, so when we open the brackets, we get the result here, x plus 8 plus x plus 16. 8 and 8 will be added and we get here 16, and it will be 888. So we have 3x here, 1x, 2x and 3x. So we can write here 3x, 16 and 8 will be added and we get here 24, and it will be 888. This 24 will be taken to the other side. So 3x is equal to 888 minus 24. So when we subtract this 24 from 888, we get the result here, 3x is equal to 4 is subtracted from 8, we get here 4, 6 and 8. Okay, so we have the value for this 3x as 864. So what will be the value of x? To find the value of x, we can, x is equal to 864, and this 864 will be divided by 3. Okay, so let's see, can we cancel it out? And we know that to find the number is divisible by 3 or not, we can add the number. So 8, 6, 14 and 4, 18. 18 is the multiple of 3. 18 is divisible by 3. So this number is also divisible by 3. So when we divide this 864 by 3, let's find what we get the result. 864 is divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. 2, 6. 3 8s are 24. 2 and 4. 3 8s are 24. We get here 0. Okay, the value of x we got here, the value of x is 288. That is the first multiple of 8. Okay, what first multiple we can write? (288). Second multiple we can write is equal to 288 plus 8, so it will be 296, and the third multiple is equal to 296 plus 8 is equal to 304. So these are the three multiple. When we add these three multiple of 8, we get the result 888. Okay, that's it. The next question that we are going to solve is question number 8 of exercise 2.2. Let's see the question number 8. Three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order means we have to arrange them, the smallest number first, then after the larger, and the largest number at the last. Okay, so three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. First of all, we have three consecutive integers, and we have discussed in the previous question, in the question number 6, what are the consecutive integers. Okay, so let the consecutive integers are x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. So these are the three consecutive integers we have. Okay, it is given there, we have to arrange them in a increasing order. It means the x will come first, then after we have to write x plus 1, and then after x plus 2. These integers are multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, and when we add them we get the result 74. Okay, so first integer will be multiplied by 2, second integers will be multiplied by 3, and the third integers will be multiplied by 4. And let's see, so 2x plus 3 x plus 1 plus 4 x plus 2, and we get the result here 74. Okay, open the brackets. So when we multiply these two, we get here 2x plus, this will be multiplied 2x and 2 1 with the both numbers, so we'll get here 3x plus 3. The same goes for this also, 4x plus 4 2s are 8, and finally we get here 74. Okay, we have 2x, now 3x and 4x, 3 and 2 5x, and 5x and 4x 9x. So we can add these values, these are the like terms, and we can add the like terms. So 2x, 3x and 4x will be added, and we get here 9x plus 3 and 8. When we add 3 and 8, we get here 11 is equal to 74. This 11 will be taken to the other side. We get here 9x is equal to 74 minus 11, and 9x is equal to, we get here 64. 3. Okay, to find the value of x is equal to 63 will be divided by 9 and we get here x is equal to 7. So the value of x is 7. Okay, now we have to find the other integers. Okay, so the first integer is x plus 1, x plus 7. So the first integer is 7. Next integer is x plus 1 is equal to 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. And the third integer is x plus 2 is equal to 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. Okay, so we can write here, so the three integers three consecutive integers are 7, 8 and 9. That's it. So students, today we will have taken the question number 5, question number 6 and question number 7 from exercise 2.2. Practice for this question. When we will meet again, then we will try to solve the remaining questions of exercise 2.2. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you so much.